Hello dear students, today in this video I am going to start your next exercise 3.2 of your advanced mathematics. So before starting this exercise we have to know division algorithm, Euclid's division algorithm. These things you have got in your general mathematics of class 10. So what is division algorithm? If a and b are two integers, then there exist two more integers q and r. For a and b, two integers, there exist two more integers such that this a is equal to b into q plus r, where r is less than b or greater than equal to 0. That means r can be 0 but or greater than 0 or less than b. Suppose for two integer 8 and 3, for these are two integers, suppose a is 8, b is 3, we can write 8 is equal to 3 into 2 plus 2. That means this 2 is q and this 2 is what? Remainder. As like in case of divisor, suppose 3 and 7, if we write 3 2 times 6 1, so 7 can be written as 7 is equal to 3 into 2 plus 1, which is 1 is remainder, this 1 is the quotient, and 3 is the quotient, 2 is the quotient, 3 is the divisor, and 7 is the dividend. So same formula we are going to use in this sum. So all this sum of this exercise can be done with division algorithm. So let's start. It is similar to the general mathematics. So there are some problems in first chapter, so you will solve in the same way, very easy. So let's start our question. So our question is given: show that the square of any integers can be expressed as 3k or 3k plus 1. So here we will let any integer, first of all any integer, let a be any integer, a be any integer, and b is equal to, we have to take b which is multiplying with k. What is multiplying with k? 3. So b, we will take b is equal to 3. So applying division algorithm, division lemma or algorithm, we have a is equal to bq plus r, where r is less than b or greater than equal to 0. So we have a, b means what? B means 3, so 3q plus r, and here we have to write r means what? R less than b means 3. So now see, if r is greater than 0 or equal to 0 and less than b, then the possible values of r will be, are 0, 1 and 2. So if we put this thing in this equation, if we put 0 here, value of r 0, then we get 3q. If we put 1, then we get 3q plus 1, and if we put 2, then we get 3q plus 2. So therefore value of a will be, first value of a will be, if we put r0 we get 3q, if we put 1 then 3q plus 1, if we put 2 then 3q plus 2. So these are the values of a. Now we have to prove that, show that the square of any integer. So these are the three integers we got. So square of every integers, either of the form 3q or 3q plus 1, we have to show these things. So first of all take this value 3q. Now 3q square, that means square of 3q is 9q square. and 9q square can be written as, since we need 3k form, we need this form, so we have to separate 1 3 here. So 9 can be written as 3 into 3q square, and in next line 3 into this 3q square is taken as k, where k is equal to 3q square. So first integer can be expressed in the form of 3q. That means it is obeying the rule what is said in the question. So next integer is 3q plus 1. So let's see, is it expressed in the form of 3q or 3q plus 1? 3q plus 1 whole square. So 3q plus 1 whole square means what? So it is nothing but a plus b whole square. A square means 3q whole square, that means 9q square, plus b square, 2ab means 6q, plus b square means 1 square means 1. So here again we need 1 3. So this, from these two terms we can take 3 common. Here 3q square plus 2q plus 1. Now see, again if we write this value as k, 3 into k plus 1, where k is equal to 3q square plus 2q. So it is expressed in the form of 3q plus 3k plus 1. So we will see next sum, next integer 3q plus 2, 3q plus 2 square. It is again a plus b whole square, that means 9q square plus 12q plus 4. Again we need one extra 3, but extra 3, and we have to make it in the form 3q plus 1. So if we take 3 common from this term only, then after plus we get 4. So we have to break 4 in such a way that we can take a 3 common. So this can be written as 9q square plus 12q plus 3 plus 1, since we need 3k plus 1. So 1 is written separately, so 3q plus 1. So from these 3 terms we can take 3 common. So 3, here 3q square plus 4q plus 1, and this 1 is extra, so 3 remains same, and this term is written as k, and this 1 remains same, where k is 3q square plus 4q plus 1. That means from this sum we have observed that square of any integer, every integer can be expressed either in the form of 3q or 3q plus 1. That is, therefore square of any integer can be expressed as 3q plus 3q or 3q plus 3k and 3k plus 1. So this is the first sum. So we'll see next sum. So question number 3, say question number 3 is that for n belongs to capital N, that is n is natural number, show that n into n plus 1 twice n plus 1 divided by 6 is an integer. That means for if n is an small n is an natural number, then this whole number is a integer also. We have to prove this one. So let's see. In this case, if somehow we can cancel this 6 denominator, then we can prove that since n is integer, n is natural number, so here n plus 1 is also natural number, twice n plus 1 is also natural number. But fractions are not natural numbers, fractions are not integers, but all natural numbers are integers. So if somehow we can cancel this 6, then we can say that the numerator is an integer. So for that we have to take the value of b as 6 in this case. So in the same way we have to prove let n is also in right like that, since n is given to us in this sum for n belongs to capital N. So write for n belongs to n and b is equal to 6, we can write n is equal to b cube plus r, that means 6 cube plus r, where r is less than b or greater than equal to 0, using division algorithm in the same way. So here, since r is between 0 or greater than or equal to 0 less than b, therefore possible values of r is equal to either 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am not discussing this elaborately as because you got same things in your general mathematics in chapter 1, so I am not going to explain it elaborately. So how we got r? You got it in class general mathematics. Let's see. So after putting r is equal to 0, if we put r equal to 0, the value of n will be 6q. Therefore n is 6q plus 1, 6q plus 2, 6q plus 3, 6q plus 4 and 6q plus 5. These are the possible values of n. So for now we'll put value of n one by one in the given expression. So for n equal, first of all, for n equal to 6q, for n is equal to 6q, what is the given expression? N into n plus 1 into twice n plus 1 divided by 6. So put the value of n here. So we will get n means 6q, here 6, n means what? 6q and plus 1, and here 2 into 6q plus 1 divided by 6. So this 6 and this 6, since there is multiplication, so this 6 got cancelled. Q into 6q plus 1 into 12q plus 1, and this sum, see, in this case there is no denominator, where q is a integer and 6 also integer, 1 also integer. That means from the properties of integers we got that this whole integer, this whole expression is an integer. Why? Because sum of two integer is an integer, product of two integer is an integer. So here sum and products are there, so this is an integer, so we can write which is belongs to z. So no need to write that this is an integer, you will write like that, which is belongs to z. That means this is an integer. So for value of n equal to 6q plus 1, for n equal to 6q plus 1, we have the expression n into n plus 1 twice n plus 1 divided by 6. So put the value here and get the result. 6, n means, this n means 6q plus 1, and here see n means 6q plus 1 and this 1 extra. In this case 2 into n, n means 6q plus 1, that means 2 into 6q plus 1 and plus extra 1. Now see, we have to find take 6 common. From which equation we will get 6 common? See, it will remain same, 6q plus 1, nothing is common here. Here we can write 6q plus 2, and in this case we can write 6q, 12q, and 2 into 1 2, 2 into 1 2, and 1 3. I am writing directly. Now see, from these two expression, from this expression 6 cube plus 1 remains same. From this polynomial 2 is common, so take 2 outside. Here remains 3 cube plus 1, and from this expression we can take 3 common, 3. Here 4 cube plus 1. Now see, 2 into 3 6, which is cancelling this 6. 2 into 3 6, and here in denominator also 6, so 2 3 cancel with 6, so we can write 6 cube plus 1, 3 cube plus 1, and 4 cube plus 1. So it is, no doubt it is an integer as previous one, since 6 cube plus 1 is integer, q is an integer, 3 is an integer, 6 is an integer, 1 is an integer, 4 is an integer. So product and sum of integers are integers, so down it is, whole expression is an integer. So now we have more values, we only showed these two are integers. So in this way, for 6 cube plus 2, 6 cube plus 3, 6 cube plus 4, 6 cube plus 5, we can show that this expression is an integer. So we have to write like that. Now therefore similarly for n equal to 6 cube plus 2, 6 cube plus 3, 6 cube plus 4, and 6 cube plus 5, we can show that n into n plus 1 twice n plus 1 by 6 is an integer. So in this chapter, in this exercise, all sums are same. You will solve in the same way by taking two integers, considering an integer. So as you got this type of sum in your general mathematics, so I hope you have understood, and in the same way you will solve the other question. If you have doubts from this exercise, then you will tell me, otherwise I will proceed to next exercise. Thank you. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe.